Greetings all. Today we're going to make an easy classic that everyone loves. Schnitzel with pork. Let's get to it.
Since we're not in Vienna, this can't be called a Wiener Schnitzel, but it's just as delicious and can be made with pork or veal.
And so you're going to sift about 1.5 cups of flour, add a couple tablespoons of cornstarch, and sift it. You're going to add salt and pepper to this. And here I have about 2 cups of breadcrumbs, either panko or any breadcrumbs you have. And to the breadcrumbs, just add whatever spice you want, some fresh thyme, a little bit of turmeric, oregano, maybe some ground garlic, whatever you want, salt and pepper. Then I'm going to crack a couple of eggs. And then add just maybe a tablespoon of heavy cream.
If you can, get a whole piece of pork loin.
Selected this piece of loin, whole piece, so that I can slice the size that I want, which is about 3 millimeters, about 1/8 of an inch. You can trim the silver skin if you want. I tend to leave it on. Allows the pork to stay in place. This cut, we're going to eat this, we're going to use that. And so then you just start cutting 3 millimeter pieces. Try to get it in one swoop, one slice. As you can see, beautiful cut. We're going to pound that out later. And for this last piece, since it's too floppy to stand up on its side, I'm going to cut it sideways, like so, just putting the knife right in the middle of it. Try not to cut yourself. Gently saw it back and forth until you have 2 perfect pieces. Now the next step with the pork is that you want to pound it out using this plastic bag. Make sure plastic's on both sides, and gently with the mallet, gently pound it out, and as you're pounding it, spread the meat towards the edges. As thin as you can without tearing it apart. Like so.
Once the pork is pounded, you want to add salt and pepper and maybe a little Old Bay.
Alright, so now of course we're just going to start the breading process. A little bit of flour, make sure it's all covered. Brush off the excess. Put it in the egg wash. It's okay to get your fingers a little wet. Wipe off the excess. Now breadcrumbs. And then you can start frying that whenever the frying pan's hot. Right, so add a little bit of oil. What I like to do is add a knob of butter. Just adds a depth of flavor to it. Melt that down a little bit. And then start laying in the pork. Maybe 3 at a time, whatever fits in the pan. And so you want to cook these for no more than 1 minute and 20 seconds on each side, since they're so thin. So it's been about 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're going to flip them and see how they look. Oh, that's a nice color. That's a beautiful color. Just right. You don't want to overcook it, otherwise it'll get too dry. So it's been another 1 minute and 20 seconds. We'll see what the other side looks like. There we go. Perfect. It's going to be the tenderest thing you can sink your teeth into. Alright, so this is after the second batch was done. As you can see, it soaked up all the oil that was there. What I'm going to do is just take some of the charred remains, dump it, and add a fresh batch of oil. Pan's clean-ish. Add another bit of oil, another knob of butter, and finish up. Now for the moment of truth, we're going to see if there's a customer, hold on, that's satisfied. Let's see. All right. Let's see what Mel has to say. Good? All right. Now, another moment of truth.
Very good.
Awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video.
I'll be back, Dad.
All right, man. Take it easy. Sorry about that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the making of that classic dish, Schnitzel. Can be made with pork or veal. Tonight, I'm going to finish off with a Jura 19-year-old, the Paps edition, and a Punch signature cigar. Keep cooking until next time.